Quick Crypto, bringing you quick Casper news. This week has the potential to be one of the most volatile weeks for Casper, for better or for worse. The reason why I say for worst is because despite the many potentially bullish announcements to come for Casper this week, the macroeconomic news could result in some short-term pullback, something we're going to cover a lot more later on in this video alongside the major Casper announcements, so definitely stay tuned and stick around for all of that. The first major announcement though regarding Casper is none other than Binance Exchange, the #1 exchange in the world, one of Casper's biggest catalysts. Today is the official deadline for the Casper Binance mining pool incentive, meaning now Binance is on the clock. Binance have 14 days until the 10th of February to distribute all of the winnings, all of the Casper, to the users in their funding wallets. This is very, very big news. And as we can see from this video, shout out Suhail from the CF, aka Coin Factory community. Should you go to Binance's website and go to the funding wallet section, when you type in Casper, understandably right now, Casper does not appear. But Casper will have to appear in the funding wallet section by the 10th of February, according to Binance, which could be a very big deal. Why? Because there's been speculation that a funding wallet is not possible without a spot listing. Hence why many in this community believe right now that Binance listing Casper is imminent. And this is further supported by many other massive facts. The fact that we also have confirmation here from key members closely associated with Casper, like Roy O'Neill of the KII, who's confirmed that Binance has already integrated Casper to their platform. Not to mention, as well, interestingly as well, the 5th largest Casper wallet holder has once again bought more Casper, another 7 million Casper, which is insane. And we can see from Casper Analytics website right here that they have been buying a lot of Casper and been buying it since the 10th of March for almost a year now, which is significant. Some have speculated that the 5th largest Casper wallet holder must be the elusive Binance Exchange. While it is not possible to confirm right now, I do believe that at least, the very least, it is a major exchange that is biding its time. What has also been confirmed as well by the KEF and also from Wolfie is that what major exchanges like Binance are waiting for are event catalysts, a piece or pieces of news that cause significant volume to occur on Casper, especially with the bigger exchanges like Bybit, BitGet and Kraken. That's what we want to see, high volume on these big exchanges. And now this is why the macroeconomic news, which I believe could result in some short-term pullbacks, may actually be a very good thing for Casper, generating enough volume in the crypto market, therefore Casper, and therefore giving Binance a reason, an opportunity to jump in and list Casper. Not to mention all the other major announcements coming to Casper this week, which is what members of the CF community have been made aware of well ahead of time. We have a free Discord server that is definitely worth checking out, and we also now have a 7-day free trial period to those who sign up to the executive. They are even more locked in, maximizing the benefits from crypto, and this community has learned a lot already through alpha information ahead of time. And also we have seen multiple wins already, some as big as 2,400% gains, and there is so much more we offer in this community as well. If you want to know more, links down below, come and check it out. Now, there are in my opinion, three significant macroeconomic events taking place this week, with basically all of them arguably affecting the markets today, that are very big news that could be very bullish but also worth talking about. The first, and in my opinion the main reason why Bitcoin earlier today corrected heavily below 100k, went down to 98k, down 5%, and therefore why Casper followed in suit correcting as well, has to do with DeepSeek AI. DeepSeek AI is China's alternative to ChatGPT. It is, from the time of my research, the #1 app on the App Store right now, and it is also cheaper than ChatGPT by quite a long ways. Now, DeepSeek AI was released last week, but it is now leading the news headlines today, and is believed to be the main reason, the main cause why Nvidia shares fell over 13%, raising over $500 billion in market value. Again, Nvidia being the top company, the top AI company as well. That's why DeepSeek had a big effect on it. Not to mention as well, the Nasdaq also dropped significantly in pre-market hours, which is now also filtered into crypto, hence why the market corrected today. But that's just not all, of course. The second major macro event is of course regarding the FOMC meeting, which is going to be taking place tomorrow but concluding on Wednesday. Right now, sentiment is that we will not be getting rate cuts this time round, because while inflation is bad, it's not as bad as the Fed anticipated. However, there's a lot of uncertainty right now because Trump has declared and even demanded for lower interest rates. And of course, uncertainty FUD is not good for markets. We'll find out very, very shortly. However, part of the problem as well is the Bank of Japan has already started raising rates again to decade highs in 17 years. This could ruin the yen carry trade when the yen rose against the dollar, being what occurred back in August of 2024 last year when we saw the markets and Casper crash. Here we saw it come down 40%. So understandably, a lot of people right now are quite worried. The final macro event though, which was brought to my attention through the members of the CF executive community, again shout out to them, is to do with the BTFP, the Bank Term Funding Program. The BTFP provided a source of emergency funding for banks, and this program ended on the 11th of March 2024, so last year. But banks were basically given a grace period with their loans for the BTFP for up to 1 year. Most of these loans happened back in February of 2024, so we're now in January 2025, we're almost reaching that year period right now. Therefore, we're seeing a lot more pressure being put on these banks and therefore the entire financial system, the market, at least for the short term. I personally believe, not financial advice, that all three of these macroeconomic factors, while significant and important to know and understand, won't matter in the long term. For the short term, yes. This is the sort of information you would know ahead of time in the executive community right here, but I believe, not financial advice again, that we will be getting a strong recovery at some point, and the cycle still has a lot more legs and a lot higher highs still to come, especially for Casper. Because again, the silver lining, as I mentioned, is despite the macro events that may negatively impact the market in short term, this could cause, like today, high volume, high traffic for Casper, thus potentially being that so-called event catalyst for tier ones like Binance to offer and list Casper, a spot listing, finally, which would be extremely bullish for Casper. But there are many more event catalysts coming this week as well, and other major announcements coming for Casper this week that could play a factor into this Binance listing. Did you know, for example, the KII, they are the reason Casper was nominated as the most excited DeFi solution for 2025 at the INATBA, an award gala award ceremony that is taking place in 2 days, the same day as the FOMC meeting. And this is a big deal for Casper because the INATBA provides a global forum for projects like Casper for regulators and policymakers to get in contact with them. Not to mention as well, the KII confirmed down here, many of the EU regulators and ministers will be there at this gala. Very bullish. This is absolutely huge, as this market is one that is being driven by institutional adoption, and regulations, regulatory frameworks is what's needed for institutional adoption. Of course, Casper being a finance proof of work like Bitcoin, and therefore it is a commodity, but if Casper can get in good favor with the gatekeepers of institutional adoption, these policymakers, then that could massively help increase its demand and therefore its price. And not to mention as well, institutional adoption is already flooding into Casper thanks to Valor Casper ETPs. Finally went live 10 days ago on the 17th of January 2025, and is also getting a lot of traction with it being listed on Spotlight Exchange in Sweden. And my contacts also tell me that Swedish holders are growing steadily every single day now, thanks to this more trusted and easy to use system with instant deposits directly via phone with zero fees, very bullish, but also all tax issues are automatically calculated, which is very big. Because people don't want to do that stuff. And there's so much more they offer as well. ETPs and ETFs, that's why they're so important for a project, and getting regulatory favor could play a part in accelerating this adoption and getting more ETFs and ETPs, therefore getting adoption with institutions. And with Trump accelerating regulations on his end in the United States as well, with the SEC launching a crypto task force, as well with Wall Street ready to jump into digital assets and into crypto, we can see a hell of a lot more coming to crypto and also Casper very shortly. The final major announcement coming for Casper this week though is the release of their NFTs. The first ever KRC721 is coming, and Nacho here are making sure that we are ready from the jump. Currently running on testnet 10, but there will be a full mainnet migration later this week, which is huge. And as we can see, Nacho has also released a video tutorial on how to mint Nacho Cat NFTs, to which you'd already be able to find in the CF community. And there are so many more major announcements coming for Casper very shortly. The KEF and KRI are making a lot of significant announcements lately with more on the horizon. 10 BPS is not far off, literally a month or two off now. Smart contracts, and word is stablecoins are close to launching on Casper as well. This is very bullish news. If you want to know more, of course, then tune into the daily live streams I'll be doing on my channel every single day. Or better still, come chill, chat and learn more in the CF community. Again, links are below. But remember, don't be emotional, be logical, and I'll see you in the next one.